You're watching the 2021 BBB Awards for Excellence presented by Kelly Community Federal Credit Union. With special thanks to Henry and Peters, Hunt Custom Homes, SRV Vivid, ServPro of Tyler, Austin Bank, the University of Texas at Tyler, Texas Bank and Trust, the Tyler Morning Telegraph, and Tyler Trophy.
Hello, I'm Pat Stacy, Vice President and General Manager of KLTV. Thank you for joining us in our new studios here in downtown Tyler for this special presentation. KLTV has been a partner with the BBB for 36 years, and I'm pleased to be the host of the very first televised presentation of the BBB Awards for Excellence. This special event is so important to bring recognition and to celebrate incredible East Texas businesses and charities who go above and beyond for their employees, their clients, and their communities, especially during difficult and unprecedented times like these. We hope that the celebration event will bring you a sense of pride to be a part of a community where so many great organizations continue to hold themselves and their companies accountable to higher standards. But before we begin, we'd like to recognize those who made this special program possible. A special thank you goes out to this year's presenting sponsor, Kelly Community Federal Credit Union, and also to Henry and Peters, Hunt Custom Homes, SRV Vivid, ServPro of Tyler, Austin Bank, Texas Bank and Trust, Tyler Morning Telegraph, Tyler Trophy, and the University of Texas at Tyler. Thank you for your generosity and for your support of the ethics in the marketplace. And now let's begin our celebration with a welcoming message from the president of the BBB serving Central East Texas, Michelle Mills.
Hi, I'm Michelle Mills with your Better Business Bureau. Thank you for joining us. The COVID-19 pandemic presented numerous challenges for all of us, both personally and professionally. Our response has been to address those challenges as quickly and as nimbly as possible by providing things like free coaching services and webinars for our business community, and by providing pandemic-related educational resources for businesses, nonprofits, and consumers. The pandemic brought many organizations to their knees, fighting to keep customers and to find new ways to stay innovative and grow. And despite the challenges we faced in 2020 and even into 2021, businesses have adapted and overcome. They've even thrived. And that's one of the reasons we're here today. The BBB Award for Excellence recognizes businesses and nonprofits in the East Texas area, which are positive examples in all areas which mirror the core values of the Better Business Bureau and demonstrate the highest standards of ethical business practices. These organizations were nominated and voted on by you, members of our East Texas community. These organizations foster trust with their customers, employers, suppliers, and the community, making East Texas a better place to live and do business. So thank you for joining us today as we celebrate some outstanding organizations.
Thank you, Michelle. Let's get started. Here to announce the winner for the large business category is Michelle Small, President and CEO of Kelly Community Federal Credit Union and this year's presenting sponsor.
Hello, I'm Michelle Small, President and CEO of Kelly Community Federal Credit Union. We're proud to be the presenting sponsor for the 2021 BBB Awards of Excellence. We were founded more than 50 years ago by 8 members of the Tyler community to provide financial services to the community through high character, ethical practices, and a high moral compass. As a partner with the Better Business Bureau for more than 15 years, we're proud to celebrate organizations who operate with high character leadership and ethics in all aspects of their daily operations. 5 outstanding businesses were nominated for this year's BBB Award of Excellence in the large business category. These organizations represent some of the larger companies in the area and are headquartered within the 19 counties served by your BBB. The nominees are Henry and Peters PC in Tyler, ServPro of Tyler, Stay Care Solutions in Gilmer, Tyler Junior College, and Wilhite Landscaping Lawn Care Ltd. in Tyler. Congratulations to all those who were nominated. This year's winner was Tyler Junior College.
I'm Juan Mejia, and I have the distinct honor of serving Tyler Junior College as President and Chief Executive Officer. Tyler Junior College is an impressive institution. It was established since 1926. So it's hard to believe that it's getting ready to celebrate 100 years of serving the East Texas communities and really the state and country. It's also very encouraging to know that this many years ago, bold and courageous leaders came around and said, we need an educational presence. And that was the genesis of the Tyler Junior College. But we're very proud of the work that's been done by the college community to come forward and provide educational continuity, especially during these recent years when we've had really the pandemic situation affecting the state, really the country and the entire world, and yet to provide educational continuity and a model of success. The college continues to experience enrollment growth, enrollment engagement, and really continue to provide student success. When the pandemic hit, many institutions and organizations began to close their doors. And that was something that we did not want to do. So it took courageous leaders, it took bold moves, and really looking at navigating and reinventing the model of higher education the way it's been traditionally known so that we could provide that educational continuity that our students and our community needed. So therefore, our doors never closed. The college remained open, very tactful and very strategic regarding COVID protocols and health, the best health practices possible by looking at the experts and working well together. Therefore, the values of the college became real and they were embodied. The values are simple but very powerful to us. They're about unity. It's about the institution bringing unity to the community. And therefore, you will know if you drive through the campus on 5th Street, Ramey Tower lit red, white, and blue, showing patriotism, and we are going to be in it together. The value of care. While it may not be found in many business modules out there, we know that for us that was very important for our students to continue to say, somehow we believe that you really care about us. It is an institution of integrity, and then we're all about empowering people to the point of excellence. So no matter what dream someone has, we want to stretch those a bit so that their dreams will scare them and become a reality by being greater than would have been without Tyler Junior College. There are so many things that happened through the pandemic that we want to forget about, but there's some things that we will remember. For example, we talk about the term social distancing. We really did not adopt that term at Tyler Junior College. We opted for physical distancing because it was during this time that we believed that more social engagement was important. People were being isolated, and we want to be that gathering place, whether it was through technology, through different modalities, to create social engagement while still having physical distancing. I would like to call our students heroes because during the most trying times of our state and country, they've been able to still forge ahead, be successful in the classroom, still give back to the community, still be engaged and lead the way for others. So therefore, our students is what we're all about. It truly is our honor. So on behalf of everyone at Tyler Junior College, we want to thank you. We commit to continuing the work that was started back in 1926.
Congratulations to Dr. Mejia and all the faculty and staff at Tyler Junior College. Up next, we'll present the BBB Awards for Excellence in the small and mid-sized business categories. See you soon.
You're watching the 2021 BBB Awards for Excellence presented by Kelly Community Federal Credit Union.
At Kelly Community Federal Credit Union, we love serving people like you.
My loan officer genuinely cares about my financial health today, tomorrow, and in the future.
I went in one morning, they called the next evening, and the loan was complete.
If your current financial institution is falling a bit short, talk to one of our experts today.
What are you waiting for? That Kelly is who I recommend to my friends and family.
Call, visit, or easily apply online now at kellycommunity.org to experience the credit union difference.
Unsure of which business you can trust? Do you need a reliable quote to compare bids for a project or a repair service? How about a place to post and read real customer reviews? Or maybe you just need help in resolving a dispute with a business. Peace of mind is just one click away. BBB, your cost-free, one-stop source for all of your marketplace needs. Start with trust. Start with BBB.
You're watching the 2021 BBB Awards for Excellence presented by Kelly Community Federal Credit Union, with special thanks to Henry and Peters, Hunt Custom Homes, SRV Vivid, ServPro of Tyler, Austin Bank, the University of Texas at Tyler, Texas Bank and Trust, the Tyler Morning Telegraph, and Tyler Trophy.
There are some key ingredients of what makes an organization successful. When we talk about institution of higher learning, it's a visionary board of trustees. A visionary board of trustees, a faculty and staff with a commitment to excellence, heroic students, and we know that we have them. As these have been trying times, but yet our students continue to persevere, and then to be in the greatest community in the face of the earth. And that's the East Texas model. There's not a place in the entire world that is more philanthropic, more giving, and more synergistic than our very own East Texas.
That was Dr. Juan Mejia, president of Tyler Junior College and winner of the 2021 BBB Award for Excellence in the large business category. Congratulations again, TJC. Next up, we have the mid-size business category. Here to tell us more about the nominees and to announce the winner is Trey Hunt, president of Hunt Custom Homes.
Hi, I'm Trey Hunt, president of Hunt Custom Homes. We've been a BBB accredited business for nearly 10 years and are proud to be part of an exclusive community of trustworthy businesses. More than 5 million companies have fewer than 20 employees, yet account for nearly 65% of the new jobs in the United States. They're truly the backbone of our economy, and that's why it's such an honor to present the BBB Award for Excellence for Mid-Size Business category. The 3 amazing businesses who were nominated this year are Geico Pest Control from Marshall, Office Pride of Tyler, and Roof Care Inc. of Longview. This year's winner is Office Pride, and here's a little bit more about them.
I was pretty much raised here in Tyler, so I'm a Tylerite. Met him over at LaTurno and got married. 2 years later, he made me move to Ohio. So.
In Ohio, I worked for a company up there, a manufacturing firm, for about 28 years. And basically, we found ourselves at the end of that period in Monterrey, Mexico, working with a sister plant for that company. And while we were doing that, the company was sold and I was downsized out. So we came back to Tyler, where Fran is from, and tried to figure out where we were going to go from there. Basically, a friend of the family had got an idea for a franchise and wanted to pursue that. I interviewed with him and he hired me as operations manager. And I started with Office Pride in 2008 when they started his franchise. We saw enough of it when we started that we wanted to have our own franchise. So at the end of 2 years, we stepped out on our own in 2010 and started Frandy's Enterprises Office Pride. We strive to honor God. That's one of the principles of the company. Honor God in all that we do.
I think a lot of it has to do with the culture that the franchisor, Todd, started, and he's made it a good culture all the way around. We just try to take care of our customer like we would want to be taken care of.
Of course, being a cleaning company, we were considered an essential service, so we had to take care of our customers during that time period and find ways to accomplish that we probably hadn't had to do prior to COVID. Some companies put us on suspension or suspended the services, and that was understandable. Other companies didn't, so we kept right on working right through it and have not stopped at all. We've always used chemicals that were not only just for cleaning, but for disinfecting or sanitizing. We use them regularly and daily in regards to that. So that wasn't a real big change, but the change was to take care of the customer's needs, and that varied from customer to customer. Some of them had their employees work from home, so we took care of the cleaning of the facility, which was not maybe as strenuous as it was before when they were fully manned, and always then taking care to make sure that we he did everything that needed to be done. Make sure you hit like your doorknobs, your light switches, anything that was a touch surface, even computer keyboards and computer screens, just because you'd be surprised how many people touch their screen.
As soon as we went into business, I knew we wanted to be BBB accredited. And it worked out that the same year that we got accredited in 2011, that they started an ambassador program. And so Randy and I have been a part of that for the last 10 years as well, going around and giving people their awards and their 10-year certificates and things. And it just means a lot because there's so many companies out there that are gonna scam you. And the BBB does keep their finger on that pulse.
It's good to be with other people and like-minded that are trying to do business, no matter what their service or might be. We're all trying to do the same thing, provide service to clients that need us and want us. Some people, they may want to have their own internal people try and do the cleaning and everything. That doesn't always work out as well because you're dealing with people you know. It's easier to deal business to business because while that's very, very personal, it is a business you're dealing with and not just individuals that you'd work with on a day-to-day basis.
Man, when he came home and told me we'd been nominated, I'm like, wow, 10 years and we're nominated. And I just think to know that somebody's recognized that we do try to do excellent work and take care of our customers in a good fashion, that it means the world just to be recognized for that.
When we were told that we had won the award, it was like even more shocking. It's still, I don't know that it's really set in yet, but we appreciate it very much that somebody has thought enough of us to nominate us and then people
and then vote for us.
Vote for us. We're always looking for customers, people that want our services and need our services, and we're more than happy to provide that for them and do the best job that we possibly can for them. Every customer is not the same, and every building's not the same, and the requirements are different from building to building. And so we, I guess you would say, customize what we do. We hit the basics, but then there are things that people want and desire that go beyond that. We strive to always take care of the client as if that's our building.
We're always looking for good employees too, that really want to work and will go in and take care of our customer the way we want them to. So we try to train them with our culture so that they know what we expect and then what the customer expects.
One of the nice things is we try as owners to clean the buildings right away from the standpoint of we start in there so that we understand the building better when we try and train somebody to not only just clean, but to clean that particular facility.
Congratulations to the Rodabaugh family, and thanks for all your great work in East Texas. From mid-sized business, we head to the small business category. Here to announce this year's nominees and winner is Jana Broussard, president of Henry & Peters.
Hi, I'm Jana Broussard, president of Henry & Peters CPAs in Tyler and Longview. For 92 years, our firm has been committed to serving our community with ethics and integrity. And that's why we're proud to partner with the Better Business Bureau in their efforts to create a trustworthy marketplace. Small businesses employ over 47% of the private workforce in the U.S. That's nearly 60 million people. This year, 6 small but mighty businesses were nominated for the BBB Award for Excellence in the small business category. They are Coy Dodd Air Conditioning of Tyler, Cut Up Debt LLC in Lindale, Flamingo Bay Pools in Tyler, the Granite Girls of Tyler, Mutts and Shaved Butts of Tyler, and the Pamela Walters Group, also from Tyler. And this year's winner is the Granite Girls.
Well, we've been in business about 24 years now, and my background is fashion degree. Was raised here in Tyler. We won't go all the way back. Anyway, ended up using the fashion degree thinking I would be making granite and iron tables. And I had a really cool little shop that I was making tables. A lady walked in and said, "Hey, why don't you do countertops?" I had to go to Dallas. And so 24 years ago, Design Furnishings started doing tables. Started doing countertops. And then I would call the builders and say, "This is Design Furnishings." And they were like, "Well, what do you do?" And I'm like, "I sell granite for the countertops." They're like, "What's granite?" And I said, "It's the rock that God made." So anyway, I changed my name to the Granite Girl because I kept calling the builders and it was easier to say, "Hey, it's the Granite Girl." And they knew exactly who that was. So it kind of just evolved into a countertop business, which evolved into remodeling business, which even evolved into building houses. So currently I've got one little house on the ground and I have no idea how many remodels, at least 20. And I've had a lot of my crew with me for 20 years and they make me look really good. And I've got a couple of sisters working with me, Lynette Co-Glazier and Ray, Payro, whatever. And so my sisters work with me here at the store, and I've really been blessed to have a really cool crew that has grown with us. I think a lot of it is being involved for the most part in every aspect of it, instead of just telling the customers, "Go shop, and when you find the stuff, we'll put it together." We really help them through the whole process. And that helps the job have a little bit more continuity as far as what paint color, what tile, what color the cabinets are gonna be. Don't think there's a lot of permanent changes, but I believe people care about their homes differently than they did before because of the market. Much easier to remodel a house than to go build a new one. The prices that I'm seeing on the new construction, some of the materials, you're talking 30 to 40 at least % increase, and we're not done with the house yet. You'd be surprised, a lot of people were like, "Doesn't matter, we really want our house remodeled because now we're home all the time." And so I know that's part of the phenomenon. They looked around because they had to sit home for a minute and they said, "We should call the Granite Girls." And now everybody's doing that. I've always thought it was extremely important. I think I've been a member, 20 years, maybe the whole time, maybe the whole 24 years. I joined them and Tyler Area Builders Association. But BBB, to be a remodeler that has the same phone number I've had for 24 years, so I'm not hiding from anybody. I've had an address always, whether it was on Broadway or 5th Street or Broadway or here on 155. I think it's important for people to look you up and say, "Oh, she doesn't have any bad marks. She doesn't have customers that are unhappy." Because if a customer is unhappy about something, the bottom line is fix it. There's always a solution to any problem that could arise. And I've just never, fortunately, knock on granite, it just doesn't happen because during the process, if something goes wrong, you just change the color, or if the faucet doesn't work out, if it's too tall, whatever, there's always an easy solution. It's nothing that, you have to walk away from a job. So the BBB, those accreditations, those things, people see that and they're like, she's been doing this a long time. She must know what she's doing. She seems a little crazy, but call it what it is. I am this happy, I am this proud, and I am very blessed to have all the miracles that have made the Granite Girls a very big thing. I probably have more than 20 in my core group and a lot of them just work for me, and so I have access to them. I can only do so much at a time, though, because you can't spread too thin. But so you take care of customers. If people are waiting, a little bit of time to get their dream, what's a month, in the big picture? I'm almost speechless. That's not me, but I have so much to be thankful for coming out of this last year. When you look around the world and the loss of jobs and houses and money, and it's probably not exactly over yet, and the residual will be around a while. And I don't feel untouched because of it. I'm very touched, but the simple fact that we are enlarging, we are getting bigger, it says a lot about Tyler. Tyler is booming. Some days you wonder, am I gonna get another job? And then I don't have to wonder that, but about 1 second. And that's a good feeling to know you're healthy. But we ride the roller coaster as builders and remodelers because you don't know what the future's gonna be. But for me, glass half full, not half empty, always.
Congratulations to Cherie and to all the nominees. Coming up, we'll hear about some exceptional East Texas students. Stay tuned.
You're watching the 2021 BBB Awards for Excellence presented by Kelly Community Federal Credit Union, with special thanks to Henry and Peters, Hunt Custom Homes, SRV Vivid, ServPro of Tyler, Austin Bank, the University of Texas at Tyler, Texas Bank and Trust, the Tyler Morning Telegraph, and Tyler Trophy.
At Kelly Community Federal Credit Union, we love serving people like you.
My loan officer genuinely cares about my financial health today, tomorrow, and in the future.
I went in one morning, they called the next evening, and the loan was complete.
If your current financial institution is falling a bit short, talk to one of our experts today.
What are you waiting for? That Kelly is who I recommend to my friends and family?
Call, visit, or easily apply online now at kellycommunity.org to experience the credit union difference.
You're watching the 2021 BBB Awards for Excellence presented by Kelly Community Federal Credit Union, with special thanks to Henry and Peters, Hunt Custom Homes, SRV Vivid, and ServPro of Tyler.
Welcome back to the 2021 BBB Awards for Excellence, a celebration of ethical leadership. Now it's time to highlight some East Texas students and their respective schools as we congratulate the winners of this year's BBB Student Video Contest. Here's S.E. Green, owner of SRV Vivid and sponsor of this year's Student Video Contest, to tell us more.
Since its inception in 2018, SRV Vivid has worked to elevate the lives of the people in the East Texas community by telling their stories in interesting and creative ways. We endeavor to provide value and educate, to bring people alongside us with a mutual vision for a brighter future. This is why we are so proud to sponsor this year's Better Business Bureau Student Video Contest. This contest engages students in teamwork, creativity, communication, and marketing skills, all while learning about the BBB's resources that are available to protect their financial future. The great thing about this contest is that both the winning teams and the high schools of the winning teams win prizes. 23 teams from schools all across East Texas submitted their entries and received thousands of votes. But there can only be 3 winners, and here they are. Taking third place with a combined winnings of $650 for themselves and their school is Ruben Ortega from Tyler ISD with his video, Those Hidden Fees. Our runner-up this year, with combined winnings of $1,000 for themselves and their school, are Julius Hawkins and Zane Decker from Spring Hill ISD with their video, The BBB Honest Ad. Our first place winner with a combined winnings of $2,500 for themselves and their school is Santiago Nunez from TISD with his video, Shady Advertising. To all of the students who participated this year, great job and congratulations.
It's a pretty cool experience. When I first started making my video, I wasn't really looking for, wasn't really trying to win necessarily. I was just trying to do my best work. And if my best work was worthy of winning, then of course I'd be pretty happy. And right now, I'm pretty over the moon right now. I didn't think I'd get first place, especially with some of the other videos out there. Some of their vote numbers were pretty good. I didn't think, my tiny amount would get me this far, but it did, and I'm pretty proud right now.
We are so appreciative of the Better Business Bureau for recognizing our AV Practicum students as winners of the video contest. These students have been working in the AV video production courses for several years. To see the efforts being recognized for their production quality. I am so excited for these students and for what the future holds for them.
Congratulations to this year's winning teams, to all the high schools, and to the families of all the students who participated. Outstanding job. If you'd like to watch the winning videos and this year's other submissions, go to BBBAwards.com. Up next, we'll hear from this year's winner of the BBB Award for Startup Companies.
You're watching the 2021 BBB Awards for Excellence presented by Kelly Community Federal Credit Union, with special thanks to Henry and Peters, Hunt Custom Homes, SRV Vivid, ServPro of Tyler, Austin Bank, the University of Texas at Tyler, Texas Bank and Trust, the Tyler Morning Telegraph, and Tyler Trophy.
At Kelly Community Federal Credit Union, we love serving people like you.
My loan officer genuinely cares about my financial health today, tomorrow, and in the future.
I went in one morning, they called the next evening, and the loan was complete.
If your current financial institution is falling a bit short, talk to one of our experts today.
What are you waiting for? That Kelly is who I recommend to my friends and family?
Call, visit, or easily apply online now at kellycommunity.org to experience the credit union difference.
I'm looking for new shades. Yeah, those. I like the look, but how do I know the company is trustworthy? This is why I love BBB. They're not just some random collection of reviews. They vet businesses and call out fake advertising. They've been in the business of trust for over 100 years. That means I can see a company's rating and connect with a BBB accredited business. BBB can even help me resolve any issues I have with a business. That's awesome. That's why, when I shop, I look for the BBB seal.
You're watching the 2021 BBB Awards for Excellence presented by Kelly Community Federal Credit Union, with special thanks to Henry and Peters, Hunt Custom Homes, SRV Vivid, and ServPro of Tyler.
Hey everybody, it's Ariana. If you're like me, you grew up relying on the Better Business Bureau to help you identify the most trustworthy businesses. We all know the BBB starts with trust, and trust starts with a spark. Introducing the BBB Spark Award, the first award program to recognize young entrepreneurs and new businesses who best exemplify the Better Business Bureau's 3 pillars of trust: character, culture, and community. This first-of-its-kind award program is an innovative celebration of social entrepreneurs, startup founders, and new business owners. The award winners are for-profits and social enterprises who demonstrate ethical character, strong company culture, and a commitment to improving our community. These are the types of entrepreneurs that are sparking a more trustworthy business community. So if you or someone you know is an entrepreneur 35 or under, or a business owner of any age who's been operating for less than 3 years, and you live up to the BBB's CCCs of character, culture, and community, then you could win a BBB Spark Award. At the end of the day, trust starts in you. The BBB Spark Award.
Welcome back to the 2021 BBB Awards for Excellence. Up next is BBB's Award for Startup Companies. BBB Spark Award recognizes entrepreneurs aged 35 years and younger, or whose business is fewer than 3 years old, who demonstrate a high level of character, generating a culture that is authentic about its mission. Let's hear more about the award, this year's nominees, and the winner of the 2021 BBB Spark Award.
Hello, I'm Chris Swimberger, Interim Dean for the Souls College of Business at the University of Texas at Tyler. In this day and age, disreputable and unscrupulous business practices are all too common. This is why we are proud to partner with and support the Better Business Bureau in their efforts to create a trustworthy marketplace. We believe that the core values for Better Business Bureau accreditation are fundamental elements for anyone who wishes to create and cultivate a successful business. And that's why it's our honor to present this year's Better Business Bureau Spark Award. 3 companies were nominated for this year's award. They are Christ-Centered Administrative Services Team out of White House, Coleman Roofing in Tyler, and Dixon Roofing in Tyler. Congratulations to all of the nominees. And now for the big moment. This year's winner is CAST, or Christ-Centered Administrative Services Team. And here's their story.
I grew up on a farm in North Dakota, met a girl from Tyler while I was managing a bank in Alaska, got called to missions, spent about 33 years living overseas, most of the time in Africa and some in Thailand, and then came back to the States, retired, and thought I could just, blend into life in America again. But I kept having people come to me about things that were happening in their churches with fraud. I started asking around, do churches have an annual audit? Is there anyone that examines their books on a regular basis? And I found out about 90 to 95% of churches do not have an exam. And so I just say, there's a great need here, and I have the ability to fill it. I really believe God has called me to help churches or help nonprofits so they can develop better trust between their donors and their organization, what they're doing to try to help with the need they're trying to meet. I really love what I do. There's parts that I don't love. That's when we catch, fraudsters. 2020 started out really, really well. I had 3 good contracts to start the year, and then when COVID hit, I actually closed my door because I was taking care of elderly parents in North Dakota, and I wanted to make sure that I could visit my dad. And my dad passed away this last year, not from COVID, but just from 90 years old. Great man. The Small Business Administration actually came along and they gave me a PPP loan through Southside Bank, and that's really good. And I worked for the Small Business Administration for a period of about 3 to 4 months just to make ends meet. So I made ends meet, and then this year started again, and all of a sudden business is picking back up. People are realizing that Ronald Reagan, I guess, had the Russian proverb, "Proverya no proverya." But it's really what it meant was trust but verify. And what I believe is not trust but, I believe in trust and verify. Because I am a certified fraud examiner, and I do have my Master's of Business Administration. I do have 25 years of audit experience. I came across quite negative, like, do you realize that normal businesses lose 5% of their intake to fraud? Where churches lose 6%, they actually lose more. And we're so trusting and naive that we don't actually do an audit. And that was a negative approach. And I think what's helped me to turn the corner is to come across and say, let's get some training for your financial staff. Let's protect your staff so the temptation doesn't knock on their door so mightily. Having a positive spin on it has allowed churches to say, it's not such a bad thing. It's not an accusatory thing to bring the auditor in or the examiner in and take a look at their books. So that's a very positive thing that has helped my business to grow. I want donors to feel comfortable in giving even more. East Texans are tremendous donors. They care, and their hearts go right out there. They have some children come forward and they're hungry. Man, people respond. I think it's very humbling because I don't think of myself as an excellent person, but I certainly believe in the grace of Jesus Christ, and I do want to project that. I'm hoping that I can pass the baton on to other people, younger people, who would also say that verification and helping prevent temptation is something they'd like to get into.
Congratulations to Daniel and the team at CAST. Stick around as we honor more East Texas organizations, including one who worked harder than ever through the pandemic to meet the ever-changing and complicated needs of their patients. We'll be right back.
You're watching the 2021 BBB Awards for Excellence presented by Kelly Community Federal Credit Union.
In your community, there are businesses ready to help you through this difficult time. From restaurant takeout, appliance repair, roofing, or AC services, BBB connects you with local, trustworthy companies ready to do business safely and ethically. Support your local economy. BBB, building trust in trying times.
At Kelly Community Federal Credit Union, we love serving people like you.
My loan officer genuinely cares about my financial health today, tomorrow, and in the future.
I went in one morning, they called the next evening, and the loan was complete.
If your current financial institution is falling a bit short, talk to one of our experts today.
What are you waiting for? That Kelly is who I recommend to my friends and family.
Call, visit, or easily apply online now at kellycommunity.org to experience the credit union difference.
You're watching the 2021 BBB Awards for Excellence presented by Kelly Community Federal Credit Union, with special thanks to Henry and Peters, Hunt Custom Homes, SRV Vivid, ServPro of Tyler, Austin Bank, the University of Texas at Tyler, Texas Bank and Trust, the Tyler Morning Telegraph, and Tyler Trophy.
Welcome back. We're heading into the final stretch of our presentation. And our next award goes to one business whose owner served in the United States Air Force and who was stationed in Korea. Here are Lee and Cindy Browning with ServPro of Tyler to tell us more about the Award for Excellence winner in the Veteran-Owned Business category.
Hi, I'm Cindy Browning, and this is my husband, Lee Browning.
We're the owners of ServPro of Tyler. We've been a BBB accredited business for nearly 20 years. We are proud to let our customers know how seriously we take our commitment to excellence and to providing exceptional customer service. We are proud to present today's award in the Veteran-Owned Business category.
The discipline, leadership experience, willingness to sacrifice, and the ability to perform under pressure gives veterans an incredible advantage in the trenches of the business battlefield.
So not only are we grateful for their service, we are grateful to these three exceptional veteran-owned business owners for their additional contributions to the local East Texas economy. Our nominees for this year are Air Chandler Heating and Cooling, Curb Appeal Custom Homes, and the PLATO Group. We're proud to recognize Air Chandler Heating and Cooling as this year's Award for Excellence winner. Here is their owner, Michael Chandler's story.
Right out of high school, went straight into the military. And I'm a veteran, and I spent time in the Air Force. At that point there is where I attained a lot of my knowledge. I went to school for heat and air conditioning and for electrical. So the military is where I actually got all the educational part that I have. Married in 1993, and my wife and me moved out here, and it wasn't till 2007 that I started Air Chandler Heating and Cooling. and we've been rolling ever since. I think the biggest thing that makes any business successful is customer service. So with customer service, everything will fall in line. That's how I get a lot of referral work. That's how we do a lot of work for a lot of people. That's why we're sitting here today. So I instill that, and my late wife did too.
It's pretty simple. I mean, me and Mike were raised military. Dad was military, and we were raised discipline, be on time. I've got a simple philosophy in life. It's whether I'm coaching basketball or I'm working, E equals S. Effort equals success.
Well, during the year 2020, obviously, my wife passed away on January 3rd, which was horrific. And then I would say it wasn't a month or so later, the COVID deal started to kick in, and all the things that could lead to a catastrophe and a disaster for a business were in the making. And at that point there, I decided, just to buckle down and focus. And we were a company that was allowed to work during the pandemic, thank goodness. And I'm blessed to be able to say that. And we did pretty well. And then somehow, some way, at the end of the day, we ended up having our best year ever in business. We had to do a lot of adapting because obviously in this line of work that we do service, commercial and residential, we had to go into people's homes. So of course everybody had to have masks, and we had to make adjustments for all that. And we still do that today, and we'll continue to do it because some people are comfortable and some aren't. And when you're a business, it's about making your customers happy. And like I was telling you, my late wife, she was in the medical field, and she was the director of radiology at Good Shepherd Medical Center, as a matter of fact. And her big thing was patient care, and she kind of instilled that into this business with customer care. So those are important things. And that's what helped build this business. And if it wasn't for referrals and customers and people that we've treated right and done right, I wouldn't be here today.
The only permanent change I see, which is a good one in our business and society, is the education of air quality. I mean, we can't do nothing about the smog outside. You can't do it. Pollen, dust, everything we're putting in the air, we can't do anything about it. But you can do something about the air in your house. And as far as adapting, that's how you succeed, and that's how you survive in life and as a business. You have to adapt to all the changes.
I've been a member of the Better Business Bureau since I've been in business, and knock on wood, we haven't had any problems, thank goodness. But being a part of the Better Business Bureau, it's got a twofold situation. Number one, obviously, as a business, people trust the Better Business Bureau. And because of that, if you're a member of the Better Business Bureau, people are going to believe that you're somebody that's accountable. And then we turned around and being awarded this award here, it's nice to be awarded things. I don't seek a lot of recognition for a lot of things that I do, charities, whatever, but it's nice to be recognized every now and then.
Me and my brother don't do this for a pat on the back. We were raised, do things right the first time. And my mom was adamant on, loving people and helping people. And I think that's what me and Mike's customer service, right? I try to treat everybody's house like it's my mother's. It's a pretty simple philosophy. When I train a new tech, I come into here and I tell them, I said, you treat this house like it's yours or your mother's. And that's all you need to do.
Especially since it's a customer award driven, that's what means everything. Again, the people that voted, obviously, to win East Texas Veteran-Owned Business of the Year is an honor, and I'm humbled. But I know that it's people that brought this on, and I can't believe a small business like mine, we only have about 10 employees, but I'm being noticed all over East Texas, and it's nice to know. We get a lot of good referrals, and we treat folks right. And so long as you're in somebody's house and you're treating it like it's your house, there's a good chance there's going to be good outcomes. I can tell you that the military has a big impact on why I'm sitting here today, because that's where my education comes from. And everybody, I hire vets. I do anything I can for veterans.
The future, it's up to me and Mike and whoever works with us. It's the future as far as we want to go. Just keep doing what we're doing, and we will keep going up. I don't see any problems.
I just want to keep things rolling the way they are. And again, I'm honored to have this award.
Congratulations, Air Chandler, and thank you, Michael Chandler, for your service. We're honored by it and grateful for it. Well, it's hard to believe, but it's time for our final award. Here's Patty Steelman, VP of Marketing for Austin Bank, to tell us more.
Hello, I'm Patty Steelman, Executive Vice President and Director of Marketing for Austin Bank. In an effort to help donors make wise giving decisions, BBB's local charity review program was launched in 2013. Even through the harsh and unpredictable environment caused by the pandemic, 5 of the charities who met all 20 BBB standards for charitable accountability pushed through and were nominated for the BBB Award for Nonprofit Excellence. They are the ARC of Smith County, Bethesda Health Clinic, Tyler, Big Brothers Giving Back, Gilmer, Goodwill Industries of East Texas, and the Literacy Council of Tyler. Congratulations to all the nominees. This year's winner is Bethesda Health Clinic, and here's how they face the challenges of 2020.
Well, I'm Dr. John English. I'm the CEO of the Bethesda Health Clinic. Bethesda started in 2003, and it basically started as an outreach of the church and the community coming together to help a specific group. So our target group is the working uninsured adult population. So it was a group that was getting kind of left out, kind of in a gap of healthcare. And so the community had a community interest meeting, and then developed from that into some committees, and then eventually we were able to open some volunteer clinics, and since 2003 it's just continued to grow, and so we've had other volunteers join with us. I've been able to add a little bit of staff through the years, and so it's just continued to grow to where now we see somewhere between 11,000, 12,000 medical patients a year, and probably 16,000, 17,000 total visits. So it's kind of just really blossomed and grown, and continued to be blessed by the community support. There's no question that giving community and being in East Texas is a huge plus. This is a community that likes to volunteer, likes to give, likes to get involved and really dig into a problem. So that seems to be a big part of that. I think also our focus on helping those that are trying to help themselves, those that are working but not necessarily able to get the care others may be able to get. People seem attracted to that. And then, I think being able to really run an efficient and a well-operated clinic and operations really helps out in terms of that. It allows people to come down and see a top-notch clinic that's just, looks and feels just like any other clinic in the community. And so I think it helps draw some people in with that as well. So I think during this pandemic, we certainly learned that people can adapt to technology a lot better than we might have suspected. So a lot of those advances that we put in place will remain, how to do things online, how to get people a little bit easier access by doing things online. Certainly in the medical community, one of the challenges was you got to take care of people. And so how would we adjust and still take care of folks? So we had to learn quickly in a non-technical population how to get telehealth, how to get phone visits, how to get word out to our patients in a new way. And then, the other challenge we had was, and I think really all the nonprofits experience this, having an older population that typically volunteers. That was the first group to stay at home very wisely until they could get vaccinated. So we lost a lot of our volunteers. We were blessed to have them slowly but surely coming back. A lot of our medical volunteers coming back. But the other challenge was some of the fear on the patients just for coming in. And then, of course, they had so many financial and other challenges going on that sometimes healthcare was kind of put on the back burner. Fortunately, we've all survived through it. We've all gotten the vaccines. We've gotten a large number of our staff has also had the COVID, and it come out on the other side stronger, so that's good. And we realized that, keep in contact with our patients, we were reminded how important that is. We're certainly humbled and honored to be able to be a recipient, that's for sure. The BBB is, such a respected organization, and to be able just to be one of the organizations that's honored this year and be associated with the groups has been great. I know there's been many a few other nonprofits that have been honored through the years, and they're, to be in that caliber with them is a real honor for us.
Congratulations to the team at Bethesda Health Clinic. Thank you for all that you've done to serve those in need so well. Now let's welcome back Michelle Mills with more about how your BBB is making a positive impact in our community.
The Better Business Bureau serving Central East Texas is a nonprofit organization which was founded in 1985 by business owners and civic leaders right here in East Texas to promote an ethical marketplace where buyers and sellers can trust one another. Your BBB has served the community through some of the best and some of the worst times. This past year has presented a little bit of both, as our local marketplace experienced ongoing challenges while trying to navigate the uncharted waters created by COVID-19. Our team worked extra hard to be of service to our community and to the nearly 2,500 BBB accredited businesses who have earned the BBB seal. Here's a short recap of 2020. More than 490,000 consumers went to BBB.org to review individual East Texas business profiles. Nearly 200,000 more searched for lists of BBB accredited businesses like roofing contractors, home improvement companies, plumbers, and so many others just to make sure their hard-earned dollars were well spent. More than 950 individuals attended BBB shredding events, which were hosted in Jacksonville, Lindale, Longview, and Tyler. And with our partners Arclatech Shredding, Shredded, and Kelly Community Federal Credit Union, we shredded more than 60,000 pounds of sensitive documents and safely disposed of 1,500 pounds of electronics. Nearly 1,000 business owners and their teams attended BBB-hosted webinars taught by local business experts, which covered topics such as protecting your business from a cyber attack and how to thrive during uncertain times. In partnership with local business coaches like Brian Brandt, Kim Beckham, John Grubbs, Randy Stevenson, and Keith Roberts, we provided free coaching for struggling businesses. And in partnership with Your Philanthropy, we were able to provide grants to dozens of East Texas businesses and charities who were impacted economically by COVID-19. Overall, Your BBB served East Texas consumers and businesses 1.7 million times in 2020. That's nearly 30% more than we did in 2019. And in October, we completed construction on our new offices with classroom and meeting space available as part of our continuing effort to meet the needs of our growing community. So on behalf of the entire BBB team, our board of directors, and our wonderful volunteers, thank you for allowing us to serve you, and thank you for your continued support.
Thank you for joining us for this special presentation. It's been our honor to highlight organizations who operate with high character, leadership, and ethics in all of their daily operations. Thank you for all you do and for making our community better. And remember, if you know a business who puts ethics and good values first, go to BBBAwards.com and click on the nomination tab. You might just see them here next year.
You're watching the 2021 BBB Awards for Excellence presented by Kelly Community Federal Credit Union, with special thanks to Henry & Peters, Hunt Custom Homes, SRV Vivid, ServPro of Tyler, Austin Bank, the University of Texas at Tyler, Texas Bank and Trust, the Tyler Morning Telegraph, and Tyler Trophy.